lobby this fair right into the ground, which, by the way, is exactly what happened in 1893, prompting New York journalist Charles Dana to famously say that New York had lost the fair to those windy windbags from that windy city. So our nickname of the Windy City, believe it or not, has got nothing to do with wind velocity, not really, but everything to do with their determined politicians unwilling to lose and filled to the brim with hot air. Chicago, Illinois, by the way, currently is number 50 in the windiest cities in the U.S., so we're up there, just not the windiest cities, strictly speaking. That would actually be Amarillo, Texas. The more you know. But we got the fair in 1893. It took place in Jackson Park on the south side of the city. And the architect and director, which gave the area the nickname of the White City. There were so many things to see and do inside this White City. Not nearly enough time to talk about them all, but here's a whole bunch of them. Rapid fire. You got the first Ferris wheel, 264 feet tall. The first public appearance of the Tesla coil and the alternating current of electricity. A working version of common citizen's light bulb. Spray paint, the dishwasher, Cracker Jacks, Wrigley's, Juicy Fruit Gum, the zipper, PBR, the brownie, the Tootsie Roll, peanut butter, the electric chair, snake oil, magic tricks, commemorative stamps, commemorative coins, and so much more. But not enough time to talk about it all, so we're going to be ready to head down this south branch of the creek. However, before we do that, one quick thing. If you guys have any questions about anything we have seen or will see, hold on to them. We'll have our time for questions here at the end of the south branch when we turn around. So as we start heading down the south branch, up ahead of us, 42 large metal boxes that are filled with a combined total of 180,000 gallons of water. With me so far. These boxes, filled with water at the top, sit on top of what is essentially a movable computerized track that can determine any amount of wind sway or motion from the top of the tower, and then automatically make minute and instantaneous adjustments to these boxes of water to shift oh so slightly to the opposite side. What happens is the counteract, which keeps the building in a state of constant motion and also at the same time entirely upright through gravity. That is called a mass damper system. The weight from the damper system combined with the weight of the entire building gets shocked from 120 feet down to 40 feet into these concrete pillars here at the bottom, which is actually the concrete core of the structure that starts at the very top of it, just underneath those boxes of water. So that goes down an additional 75 feet, those concrete pillars there. Goes down 75 feet underground, spreads out into a large steel reinforced concrete slab. Weight. There's 5 of them that act like 5 fingers of a giant hand. And reach down, pinch that corner where the store is, hold all the weight from that corner up above the ground into the trusses up top, as opposed to poles into the ground down there. That way that corner of the building, that section there where the store is, does not and physically cannot go any lower than street level there on Washington Boulevard. And not even that far. There's actually a little piece of it right there on the corner where you can run your hand underneath the building with an inch of space between it and the road, which is wild and worth checking out. Over here on our right-hand side, we're coming up on the gate team. It used to be the gray color like it is at the bottom throughout the whole thing. However, in 2015, they replaced most of them with the stark ivory white pre-gas panels to help it pop out a little bit more. Up ahead of us on our right-hand side, up ahead on the other side of Jackson Boulevard, you guys can see here with a curved green glass facade here. This is Gateway Center 4. Principal architect James DiStefano installed these concave, convex, alternating curved glass panels to give a nice kaleidoscope effect of the city around it. They had asked him how he was going to design his building. He didn't quite know at first. He gave it some thought and he said, you know what, I'll just use the city symbols. Why? Because it had to be. Remember, we have all of these catalog companies in the city, right, to get all of this product to all of the country, and it had to come through the largest post office we could muster. This one over here. However, in 1996, when we put the final nail in the coffin of the catalog company, we had to move into a smaller, more modern facility. And this one was then completely abandoned from 1996 until 2016. During that time, it caught on fire 2 times, the second time almost irreparably, and also it was in such a state of disrepair. Their rentals up top now, they were condos until this year, now they're rentals. And then here on the first floor is a kindergarten and a preschool, and then right here on the river is a public marina. You don't have to have a spot here. They get a pretty sweet discount on it, so a lot of them do. They don't have to, it's a public marina, you just have to pay an annual fee. Over here on the right, we're gonna see something super obscure. And I apologize for folks downstairs, really can't see it from downstairs. But if you look off on the right, we're going to see something in the background. There's a radio antenna off on the right. You guys see the complex here with the DSW shoes and the Marshalls and all that? Behind the Marshalls, there's a radio antenna way back to our right. It's red and white. You guys see what I'm talking about there? So that radio antenna sits on the site of where once stood a barn that belonged to a woman named Catherine O'Leary.